Is it possible a contrarian, not like myself, because I'm like everyone who thinks retail is not going to make it, could be wrong? I could be wrong. Maybe I've got a target on my back. Maybe I'm being set up. I don't have a target on my back. I don't think. I don't have a target on my back, but I got target earnings that make me think maybe I am wrong. Maybe some of these retailers are going to figure it out. Maybe brick and mortar isn't going to be the way of the future, but maybe there's a way of keeping brick and mortar around if some of these smart retailers, the ones who are getting it right, like Target, find a way to branch out properly and keep department stores open and give people the opportunity to come in and be actually a part of what they want to buy, as opposed to being detached through an internet screen and still being available through that same internet screen. Because let's face it, that's where a lot of retail's headed. After L Brands earlier today reported marginal earnings that didn't really do much for me, and still I had a good couple things to say about their retail sector, Target, a company that is probably a lot more likely, if they're not running a tight ship, to really see the pullback. Actually reported pretty good earnings as well. Earnings per share of $1.23, beat the street by 4 cents. Revenues of $16.4 billion. That beat the street by $130 million. That's up 1.6% year over year. Now, digital sales, though, that's where they really shone. And that's what the CEO had to say in the earnings call, was that digital sales being up 32% is really where they're seeing the most growth, because while comparable store sales were up 1.3%, the average ticket price of every purchase was down. It was down marginally, but it's still down, which means people coming into the store maybe aren't buying as much. But does that maybe not mean that that 32% has translated from, like I know what toothpaste I like. I can get it from Target.com a little bit cheaper. I shop at Target anyways. I buy the toothpaste there. Then when I go into Target, sure, my ticket's a little cheaper, but I had a second ticket where they're growing their sales the best in the digital sales category. Target, they've got a lot out there. They've got a lot of stores. They've got a lot of overhead. They've got a lot that they could lose. But they really seem to be hunkering down and figuring out how this retail game is going to work going forward, and not constantly playing catch up or doing yesterday's type of retail like a lot of the other retailers we've seen either fall by the wayside or, they're JC Penneying it along. Target had a really good earnings, really good revenue today, and showed that while the actual traffic in the store might not be what it once was for retail, there's other avenues that you can travel down to be able to bring those people to you. And remember, people have a vested interest in Target. They've been there. Generations of people have been to Target. That holds something. So when you shop places a lot of the time because of that sentimental feeling you also have from what you did there with your parents or such. And nobody ever shopped anywhere that said Amazon yet. So if Target can find their way into these sectors or into these segments of their business in a big enough fashion, we might see Target completely make me look like an idiot and retail continue to thrive. Target beats on earnings, beats on revenues. Impressive.